Hi, everyone. I'm Charlene Shirk, and welcome to Digital Champions, where we have the opportunity to speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, is Caitlin McCall with McCall Digital Marketing. Caitlin, thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it is our pleasure. So tell us what you are focused on over there at McCall Digital Marketing.
Yeah, so we're primarily a digital marketing firm. We specialize in conservation, scuba diving, and travel industries, so it's a little bit unique in that way. And our primary services include social media marketing, blog writing for SEO, marketing funnels, so getting those leads for companies, and then copywriting.
So everybody wants to be a travel influencer. Everybody wants to go travel for free and post things on it. But talk us through a little bit how maybe it's not just as easy as you think.
Um, you know, Me myself, I haven't done too much travel influencing. I mostly stick within Florida, but I'd say definitely during COVID, it's been difficult for my clients, especially if they're based in the scuba diving industry, to take photos with their products if they're
Mm.
land-based. So a lot of that is them sending me their products, and then we are doing a full-on photo shoot on the beach here in Fort Lauderdale for them. And so I do think specializing in these industries can be difficult during COVID and when we're limited on being able to travel and get that content.
And you brought up a good point. That was a very strategic move of you. And we're feeling really bad for you that your work days consist of hanging out on the beach and taking pretty pictures, though, just so you know. But there is a strategy behind this, whether you're really scuba diving or you're not. Talk a little bit about the back end strategy of promotions of the travel industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, most of this occurs on social media. That's why we primarily focus on Instagram and Facebook social media marketing. And really, what you're trying to do is get people in their homes who are interested in these things to see other people doing them, or even see the product in someone's hands who's on a dive boat and they think, oh, I really need to get back to diving, especially now that hopefully the pandemic is kind of wrapping up, and just get them excited. It's really what you want to do with these industries.
And you talked a little bit about conservation and ecotourism. Can you share a little bit more about that? It seems like that was becoming a really growing industry. And then to your point, COVID came and kind of changed all the rules.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, I mean, the eco sustainability industry is huge. It's growing so much. And even throughout COVID, I think especially Gen Z has a really good grasp on what's going on with our planet and what needs to change moving forward. And I'm just seeing so many different businesses come out of that. I'm sure we're all familiar with like bamboo toothbrushes, safety razors instead of plastic razors, all these at-home products that people are using in their homes. I mean, even throughout the pandemic. So there's definitely still a huge industry in that. And it's a really great selling point because people want to promote and use products that they know are helping the environment. So it's kind of a double win.
Oh, that is awesome. And so what are you looking at for the next couple of years? Because obviously it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride for tourism due to COVID. And you're saying, oh, hopefully we're at the wrap up of this thing. But what from your marketing perspective should folks be aware of that are changing or that you've got your eye on in the next couple of years that might influence the way you strategize?
I'd say the main thing that I see changing, especially in social media, is people's social media managers and marketing firms having people who can actually be the face of their business. So like how I told you that I'm going to the beach and taking pictures with their products. Well, even more so now that everyone is turning to short form video. We're looking at TikToks and Reels. And so you really need someone who is available to be in front of the camera and who can have fun and explain your product to your audience, even if you're not able to get to that location that you need to be at, for it to make sense. So I definitely see more digital marketing agencies kind of overlapping with the influencer industry.
All right. Well, Caitlin, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And you noticed she had to bring up again, she was hanging out on the beach taking pictures.
Gotta love Florida.
Well, Caitlin, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today on Digital Champions.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. No wonder she looks so happy. That's where her office is. Well, if you'd like to learn more about what Caitlin's doing over there at McCall Digital Marketing, check her out on dailyadbrief.com. And until then, I'm your host, Charlene Shirk. This is Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.